But the last unit we're going to look at again is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath floor plan of approximately 2,000 square feet. And this unit is base priced from the mid 600s, lower 700s on the very lowest floors. But now that we're going to be looking at this model in the Platinum Reserve package of finishes, this brings the price up roughly about $100,000 to $120,000. But it's just dramatic what a difference this is even over our standard finishes. So we're entering into the formal foyer area, which gives you immediately a view to the forest preserve to the west of us. And we're overlooking part of the green roof garden that's attached to the sun deck area that extends back to the pool area. So obviously in the spring, summer, and fall, we have beautiful foliage throughout.
And as the rain outside.
Now we're looking at the rain outside is right. But as you come into the living area, you'll notice they have windows on 3 sides of the great room. And as you go up into the tower in this same floor plan, this unit literally feels like a fishbowl hanging over the forest. And of course, we have our higher degree of finishes here, which include the maple cabinetry from Ameriscan, all of the fancy appliances that we have throughout. And this particular unit is available on floors 3 through 18. And then at the very top of the building, we would have our penthouses in the same corner. But as we look to the south here, we are looking over the green roof, or actually the sun deck area.
Enormous amount of cabinet space there. Doubles in a Sub-Zero refrigerator again also?
Yes, so we put in the Sub-Zero here. And of course we have the wine cooler. Freezer drawers are below. Nice sized pantry with the roll-out shelves at the end here. And we also do have operable windows throughout the unit, so you can get fresh air ventilation. And we're now looking at the sun deck towards the pool area of the first building and overlooking the reflection pond that has fountains and is beautifully lit at night.
It is so striking just how different it appears from different vantage points. And I think it's really important for people to come out here and take a look around.
Exactly. You can literally go around the building and find the new articulation of the building facade just by going and looking at the different angles of the building.
Would Mies approve the color on the exterior of the...
I'm sorry?
Would Mies van der Rohe approve the use of colors here?
That might be a challenge, but that's where Mr. Hovey differs from the others. But at the same token, you do see the minimalist effect that Mr. Hovey had studied over the years, and he's definitely translated it into his building style.
But there's flashes of color.
He does like to throw a bit of color and a little bit of architectural whimsy into the buildings. That's where he did differentiate from Mies, whereas Mies was just very plain, very solid color, very neutral. Mr. Hovey does like to impart and put in a little bit of color.
Tell us a little bit about David Hovey, if you will, because
sure.
People might not be familiar with his work.
Mr. Hovey started the firm in 1978, so we've been in business almost 30 years now. He came to this country from New Zealand and studied architecture at IIT, and under the direction of Mies van der Rohe when Mies was director of architecture there. So you definitely see influences of Mies in his architectural style, a little bit of Corbusier, and again the Frank Lloyd Wright, especially with the cantilevered portions of the building. Mr. Hovey has been building condominiums along the North Shore for almost 30 years now, as I've mentioned. We've built thousands of condominiums anywhere from Evanston all the way up to Highland Park. We do have a development in the city that we had done on Michigan Avenue by IIT. And 5 years ago, Mr. Hovey started a division in Arizona, and we've completed a project in Phoenix. And we are currently completing a very large project of about 755 units in Scottsdale, just north of the Fashion Square Mall.
Do you have any dual buyers who bought both here and in Arizona in the West?
Actually, I think we've had one buyer so far that's a dual buyer here, but we've actually had people who have lived in Arizona and moved back to Chicago and bought here because of seeing our project down in Arizona. And usually it's the other way around. They see our project here in Illinois and go down and buy in Arizona.
Okay, anything else we should...
well, let's take a quick look through the unit here. I just have some very unique features in this plan that I wanted to point out. And this is part of our Platinum Reserve package. And actually, one little upgrade I added to this Platinum Reserve was in our hall bathroom, where we did a full onyx wall in the half bath. And I've seen that backlit and it looks absolutely tremendous. We just didn't have the time to run the electrical for this particular unit, but he does put in a full height onyx wall in this particular plan. As we go through the unit, we'll see the slate in the second full bath here. And then we have 3 bedrooms. The last bedroom we set up as a little office den area.
It's not a little room. The camera always makes it look smaller, but it's
a good sized room, yes.
a very nicely sized room.
The middle bedroom we set up as a bedroom area, of course. And then our master suite has an absolutely stunning master bath.
Oversized tub. Is that a whirlpool also?
That is not, we have not had much of a call for whirlpools, but people definitely like a deeper steeping tub. And again, all of the windows in this particular floor plan are south facing, so even in poor light conditions, we still get a tremendous amount of light because of our floor to ceiling windows. And yes, those are operable, so we do have operable windows in each of the rooms.
And yes, the light conditions today are as bad as it can get because of the weather outside.
Correct.
Andy, thank you very much for the tour.
More than welcome.